Okay, here I'm going to introduce to you a bunch of problems, and it's probably going to go a little bit too fast for you to fully understand, but it's okay. What I want to just see is like how you do, what mistakes you make, which problems you struggle on the most, and that will help me teach you these laws of exponents next week a little bit better. Okay, so and meanwhile you'll kind of get like a little intro. So we're going to be doing problems like this. So for example here, okay, this is multiplication, right? You can see the parentheses mean multiplication. And so the key is for us to just understand what this actually says. And what this says is 5 times x times y is being multiplied by 3 times x times x times x times x times x, right? There's 5 x's, that's what this means, and 4 y's. So when I multiply this together, look, I'm just going to multiply these two. So 5 times 3, that's 15. Now how many x's is there? There's 2 x's over here, and there's another 5 x's over here. So there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 x's. So that's going to look like this. And then how many y's are there? There's 1 over here, and then there's another 4 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 y's total. Okay, so that's it. Okay, that's what it looks like. So as long as I kind of understand what these mean, then it's just a matter of kind of going through and just being careful. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video and try this problem. Please box your answer. Okay, please box your answer. So go ahead and pause and do that, and then come back for the next example. All right, so this problem should be done, and let's take a look at this one. So again, it's just a matter of understanding what does this mean. So what this means is inside the parentheses, this means 4 times a times b. Now what does this mean? This means that all of this inside the parentheses is multiplied by itself 3 times. Okay, so let's just do it. So 4 times 4 is 16, times 4 is 64. Now, a times a times a times a times a times a. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 a's. And then we have how many b's? Let's see. 1, 2, 3 b's. Okay, so that looks like this. Okay, same deal. Please go ahead, pause it, try this problem. Please box your answer. Let's take a look at this next one. Okay, again, no tricks. We just have to imagine, like, what does this actually mean? So on top, this means 5 times n times n times n times n times p. And on the bottom, we have the number 10. Now, you could write the number 10. Okay, let's do that for now. And that times n times p times p times p. Now, the number 10 is also the same as 5 times 2. So let's just, right, that's the same as 10. Now, the thing is about fractions, right, if I have something on the top and the bottom, like this is 5 divided by 5. That just equals 1. Like, we don't have to write that. This is n divided by n, that equals 1. This is n divided by n, that equals 1. Now here, I can't cross off another n because I don't have one on the bottom, but I can cross off a p and another p. Right now, I can't cross off another p, even though I have one on the bottom, I don't have another one on the top. So let's see what's left. On the top, what do I have left? I have n times n. So I'm going to write n squared. And on the bottom, what do I have left? Well, I have this 2, and I have this p. And this is my answer. All right, same deal. Go ahead and try out this problem. All right, let's take a look at this one. Okay, once again, I'm just going to write it out. What does this mean? So this means on the top, this means 3 times x times x times x, excuse me, 3 x's. On the bottom, I have 2 e's. Now, this whole thing is to the 3rd power, so that's going to look like this. And when we multiply fractions, we just multiply across the top and we multiply across the bottom. So across the top of this fraction, what do I have? I have 3 times 3 is 9 times 3 is 27. And then x times x times x times x times x times x, right? How many x's do I have? I have 9, right? I have 3 plus another 3 plus another 3. And on the bottom, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 e's. Okay, looks like that. Okay, same deal. Please go ahead and try that one out. Box your answer. And last one. So here, I have in this parentheses has a 2 on it. So this 2 only belongs to this parentheses. Okay, just like this 3 only belongs to this parentheses. So what this means is 4 times D times D times D times E. Now that is twice, so I'm going to write it like this. I'm writing that one twice, right? I'm writing that one twice because it's to the second power. And then this one, I'm only writing once because there's no exponent here, right? So I'm just going to write this one once, but there is 5 e's, so I'm going to make sure I write all 5 of those. All right, let's do it. 4 times 4 is 16, and then 16 times 5 is 80. Now D's, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And E's, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, go ahead and try that one out.